Hey guys, got a bit of news for you that I thought I'd share here. Interesting little bit of note because this will be the last time, no joke here, that news is shared on my YouTube. I'll explain in a bit. Let's talk about the immediate events first. First of all, for those of you who haven't heard, the WoW lore run is restarting this Saturday. That is Saturday the 14th at 11 a.m. EST, as per usual. We'll be going to be doing our usual all-day, everyday thing until we're done with both Pandaria and Warlords. We are just about to start Pandaria. We're going to walk right into it. Hit it off with a bang. Sorry about the huge delay. If I could have avoided it, I would have. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of related to that. I've mentioned many times, like people like, what's your next big lore run plan? And I keep saying none. There's two big reasons for that. The first reason is because a lore run is a huge undertaking, and it requires a huge investment of time, resources, effort, and of course, money. I basically lose money working on a lore run, which is why I usually require lore runs to have separate donations specifically requesting them. That being said, one of the things that has become clear is that several of my viewers, and no, I'm not naming names, nor am I calling anyone out, have become disgruntled with the focus on lore runs. Now, I get it. Some of you are upset over the WoW lore run specifically because of the fact that the WoW lore run was taking precedence over other show ideas. Again, that was kind of an unavoidable thing for reasons I've already discussed. It was that or, well, there wasn't really a compromise there. I do have to sleep at some point. So, and that will continue to be true. Once I get started again this Saturday, the only thing I'll be working on is the WoW lore run until the WoW lore run is done. The point, however, is we're going to take a big step back from lore runs for the majority of at least the next few months before I reevaluate the situation. And we're going to be refocusing a lot of the efforts, I shouldn't say we, it's just me. I'm going to be refocusing a lot of my efforts on the show. I shouldn't say it on the show because the show is actually two halves of my show. I recently got some business cards set up, no joke, and so some family members and friends can give them out, so I can hand them out at conventions and whatnot. And the two things, there's kind of a new brand subtitle there. Instead of "Video Games Are Awesome, Let's Discuss," which certainly fit in the past, I went with analysis and discussion. Because I feel that really helps demonstrate my show when you really think about it. Analysis is all the YouTube side of things. Discussion is all the stream side of things. There's the live interaction stuff where I can show you live, this is happening, this is why, this is that, this is how I feel about this, and you guys can feedback with me, and of course I talk with my stream viewers constantly, so, discussion. And then the analysis is when I sit down, kind of like I'm doing right now, and just talk about something and go ahead and share my thoughts on it, and then the interaction part comes later through the comment section. So the analysis part of my show, the analysis half of my show, is going to be taking a bit more of a front seat over the next several months as I really start to refocus on that. I'm actually already in the middle of working on my next big rumination, as well as getting back started on the Voyager stuff, the Babylon 5 stuff, the Fallout stuff, and of course the Primus stuff. Now, I'm not saying there will be no other lore runs for the remainder of this year. I'm definitely not saying there will be no lore runs, period. But even if lore runs are put off until later in this year, I want to let you guys know there will absolutely still be streams. There will still be explorations. I feel that is a very valuable part of my show, and I've gotten tons of positive feedback about that. And I've still got a huge list of games to go through for that. There will still be blind runs for major games that are coming out. I can name at least two right off the top of my head that I am absolutely going to be doing a blind run of: No Man's Sky and Legion when that comes out. And those are not the only two examples of that. There's quite a few games coming out this year that I want to do a blind run of for you guys. The next thing, of course, there's the backseat runs, which will basically be a once a month thing. Those will be going through The Witcher 3, of course. And maybe if I have time, although I'm not going to commit to this anymore, speed runs or challenge runs or anything of that, just for fun stuff that I can do while hanging out with you. And of course, we'll continue to have Q&A and discussion streams as ever. So streaming will definitely still continue. The streaming half of the show will still continue. It's just we're pulling back from the lore runs specifically. The lore runs are a huge investment of everything, and they do kind of sap time and effort away that can go towards the rest of the show. That being said, if you guys have any feedback, as ever, please feel free to let me know. There is one other fairly big change, and I mentioned it right at the beginning of the video. I'm going to start really be pushing the website. The website for me is the absolute nexus point for my show. It has access to the YouTube, it has access to the Twitch, it has access to my Tumblr, it has access to my wiki, it has access to my forum, it has access to my Patreon. It is a quick, easy, immediate way to share the thing. It's just lorerunner.com, super easy. Don't even need to think about it, just bam, lorerunner.com. And it's a great way to go there and be able to inform multiple people at one time of things that are happening. All news updates from now on that are not mentioned as an aside in the stream will be on the website. So if you're wondering, why something is happening, whatever, I'm not going to be doing any more of these announcement videos like I'm currently doing on YouTube. In fact, even this video is a little bit of a frustration. It's kind of funny because half the time I'll do an announcement video like this, and YouTube is probably my best chance at getting hold of most of my viewers, but I'll still get viewers who are like, well, why didn't you tell me about this? Or I didn't even hear about this, even though I did a video like this. I'm going to be telling everyone, please feel free to if you have interest or other people are interested in it, please share. It's all going to be on the website from now on, including the new feature we're going to be starting. Now, I'm not committing to starting that anytime soon. I want to really get back into the groove with starting my 5 features a week, not counting streaming, that I want to get back on top of. But I do plan to add a 6th to that. It's going to be a weekly thing, and I'll talk about it more when we're a little closer to it. But suffice it to say that so far I've been tossing it around to a few people in real life and a few people on the stream, and the overall feedback has been very positive. I still need to figure out a few things logistics-wise and execution-wise, but I've pretty much got a feel that this is a thing I'm going to be doing. I'll give you a little bit of a teaser if you're one of those people who hasn't heard about it. It's basically going to be kind of a choose-your-own-adventure thing, with you guys making the choice and me telling you the story, and kind of writing it on the fly rather than writing it in advance. It's an idea I've had bouncing around in my head for literally about 2 years at this point, and I keep wanting to implement. I just really didn't have a strong focus on how I wanted to implement that, and now I finally feel like I do, and that's what I'm going for. So, as ever, let me know in the comments section what you think, what you feel. You can also let me know on my website. You can let me know on my Twitter. That's also available on my website. And I guess I will talk to you there. Have a good one, guys.